Namaste yogis, and welcome to our quick demo for the Dragon series in Yin Yoga, a sequence of low lunges. Today, if you have a blanket or a beach towel, it would be wonderful to grab it here just to support your knees. And then if you have blocks, they may be useful, just optional if you would like to have some support. So here we go. We're going to start here in our tabletop. I'm going to demo here with my left foot first so you can see the angle of the legs. So we'll bring that left foot forward in between the hands. Start to inch your right toes back just a little bit here. Before we lift up, just make sure your left knee is directly over the ankle. Okay, back foot is relaxed, so top of right foot is grounded here. Options for blocks, we're going to move into high flying dragon. Shoulders are over hips, gaze is forward. You can have your blocks here to support you, or you can bring your palms to that thigh. So this is a traditional low lunge, something that you'll see in your perhaps hatha practice or vinyasa practice, except we hold the pose. So for this demo, I'm not going to hold as long as we might in a traditional yin practice, 3 to 4 minutes. We're just going to hold for about a minute just to show you what it looks like, and you can kind of get a feel for how it feels in your body, what props you may or may not need depending on the day. So really good stretch for that front hip flexor. Feeling that openness through the front thigh. If we sit at a desk or we're working at computers all day, we really need to open the body in this direction, right? Stretching through the front thigh. Good. Take a few more deep breaths here. And then let's move into low flying dragon. So release your blocks. They're on a lower level. Start to shimmy your foot out here to the left, okay? Similar to a lizard lunge, right? You can stay on the blocks here. Your forearm is next to the shin. You can release your blocks. Palms are grounded here. Spread the fingers wide. So a little more intense, just depending on where we are. Good. So really working with our breath. So there is no particular breath for yin yoga practice, but one that I love to suggest is the 3 parts breath. So focusing on breathing into the base of the belly, bringing it up into the rib cage and all the way to the chest. Full torso breath, and then as you exhale, releasing the chest, the ribs, and the belly. So not only is that helping to relax the physical body, but it also gives the mind just a moment to focus on something. Good. So our goal is to find stillness, but shapes can change. People can lower even into that lowest flying dragon where the forearms release, right? That's an option. And then there's other variations to take within this posture as well, but I won't be demoing all the variations today. Good. So visualization also helps in yin yoga. It is a form of meditation, so you can focus on breath and visualize breathing into the spaces of your body that feel the most tension or are the areas of target. So you're breathing, almost imagining like a lung is in that front thigh and you're filling it up with oxygen and creating space and openness. And one of my teachers gave me that visualization of visualizing a lung in that part of the body, which I absolutely love. Okay, time to move on to our flying or winged dragon. We're going to spin the left toe to the left corner and open onto the outer edge of the foot. So if your palms are already rooted here, you can stay as you are. You can also come down onto forearms, right? Or you can come back up onto blocks if you need to. So here, if you wanted to start to play with coming down onto forearms, you can start to relax here. So this you'll feel is a deeper opening of the hip, right? We don't have to go as deep as we possibly can. In one of our rules for yin yoga, you want to find your edge, not too much and not too little, and try not to jump over the edge because it can put too much stress on the body. And in that case, the body will not be able to ease into the posture and it could get injured. So body is the best teacher. Listen for its cues. Good. Last couple breaths. All right, slowly lift, releasing any props. Ground that left foot and we're just going to shimmy it in between the hands. This is an option for a counter pose. You'll just slowly glide the hips back. Take it slow. Lift that left toe, come into your half splits, and then fold here over that front leg. So forehead towards the shin. This is just an option. You can also move into a downward facing dog. Good. Start to bend back into that knee gently, and we'll come back through table. Excellent. So just notice the difference here. Go ahead and rock the hips right to left. And then we'll switch. So have your blocks handy if you want them, or take the right foot outside of the right hand. Good. Come into the high flying lunge, or the high flying dragon, excuse me. And right foot is going to be in between the hands for this one. So start to work shoulders over hips. Good. Gaze is forward. All right. So the body works pretty hard in these postures, right? We can support our body by breathing, by visualizing if that helps. You can even visualize a color and bringing that color into the physical body and allowing that energetic color to create vibrancy. Good. Couple more breaths here. And we're going to move into our low flying. So walk your hands to the instep of the right foot. You can start to wiggle the foot out to the right side just a little bit. Optional to stay on that lowest level of blocks or release the blocks completely. Forearm in line with shin. Make sure toe is pointing forward. Good. Of course, if it feels comfortable to start to move onto the forearms, and that's in your practice today and in this moment, feel free to do so. Good. Let's start to move into our winged dragon. Option to come onto forearms here. Let's start to spin the right toe out to the right corner, open onto the outer edge of the foot. Let the hip open here. Working with breath. Beautiful. Last breath here. Inhaling and exhaling. Release the top of the foot. Go ahead and come back up, releasing any props. Start to slowly wiggle those toes, the foot between the hands. We're going to shift the hips back. Take it nice and slow. Right? So some of our body is going to be tender in these counter poses. So shift the hips back, toe points towards forehead. Keep the spine nice and long. Breathe into the back of the thigh here. Good. Bend through the front knee. Let's go ahead and release. Come on to your tabletop. So it might feel nice to pop up into a downward facing dog here. Feel free to do that. And release down and take a child's pose. So thanks so much for joining me today for this quick demo. I hope you enjoyed it. And this is something you can do as a practitioner, just wanting to stretch through the front thigh and hip flexors. So thanks so much. Namaste.